How are you in today, Cook?
Hey, I've actually been recommended to come in today by my family and friends.
Okay.
I've been feeling really stressed out and overwhelmed, these past few months. It's been taking a really big toll on my mental health. Um, I don't think I can handle what's happening in my life right now alone anymore. And I thought maybe it's actually time to reach out, so hence why I'm here today. My life's it's just been overwhelming and I've been really stressed out about it.
Mm. Cook, it's wonderful that you've made the decision to actually come in today. That's a really big step, and it's amazing to hear that your friends and family have recommended counseling to you. I know it can be quite difficult to reach out at first, and it's just really such a brave thing of you to do to come in today for the appointment. But I hear you're feeling really stressed out. How do you feel about sort of exploring that a bit more
Yeah,
further?
yeah. Well, pretty much the main reason that I'm like really here is just because that it's been a confusing couple of months for me. Like I've kind of just been contemplating if I've made the right decisions at this point in my life. Um, I've pretty much been 6 months out from high school, and I'm working a full-time job at like a fast food outlet, and I guess I'm just wondering if it was the right thing for me to do that, because after uni, a lot of my friends have gone into university, and I've been thinking about wanting to go in as well, but because I love learning, so I miss being in like a learning environment in a classroom, and I miss going out with my friends as well during that time. So I thought I kind of wish that I had gone to uni instead of just applying to jobs straight away after I finished high school.
This sounds like it's been a really confusing time for you. You've been contemplating some things during this time. Maybe you feel unsure about what direction you want to turn in and whether your full-time job is something that aligns with your future vision. From what I understand, Kirk, maybe you miss how things used to be back when you were in high school?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I've just been really overworking myself. I think that my physical and mental health is pretty much paying the price for it. Working at the fast food outlet, it's really overstimulating and stressful, and it's a fast place kind of environment, and there's always so much to do. Really drags on my full-time hours. I feel like I need a change. I think maybe uni could give me that, especially because again I love learning, but I'm still unsure though, like what I'm even doing, so I don't I'm not really sure. It's just I feel like I don't feel like myself anymore.
Okay. It's almost like a crossroad. It's also like you feel trapped almost. It's like you're bound by these thoughts. It's like you're boxed in almost.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I can see how stressful this is on you. This all seems like it's been adding up, and it's taken a big toll on you, not just physically but mentally, as you mentioned.
Yeah, it really has been.
Cook, you mentioned that you don't feel like yourself anymore. Could you elaborate on that for me?
Yeah, so I guess it's just something I've been thinking about lately. My friends and family kind of have brought it up, and how I'm not really how I used to be.
Like the high school Cook?
Yeah, so like the version that was more, I guess, happier, more social, whereas now I'm kind of neither of those things. Like I'm more irritable, and I tend to overthink quite a bit, and I also lash out sometimes too. I don't really meet up with my friends anymore either, which, I want to, like, I do want to, but I end up not really doing it anyway because I don't have the energy to do it, so I just cancel.
Mm. It sounds really exhausting that all of these things are happening in your life, from having to perform all these mental gymnastics of have I made the right choice for me, but also should I consider trying university even though it's a big step,
Mm.
and at the same time you feel that you miss how things used to be and how you used to be.
Yeah, I guess I really wish that I had made the same choices as my friends did. Like,
Okay.
I wish that I just applied to uni in the first trimester. Then at least I would be able to work less, and then maybe just only do part time or casual. Um, but also maybe I could see like my friends in campus too, so we can actually have time to hang out. I don't like where I am right now. I feel kind of alone, even though obviously I'm not. It just feels like it.
Mm. Even so, Kirk, you've had a lot of resilience to push yourself through to continue, and you've even come in today. You've shown that resilience by coming in today. Um, it's really great to see that people have recommended that you do that and that you've taken that step. Um, you've shown courage in doing that, in coming here today, and you've recognized that it's a step that you needed to take. So I really commend you for that.
Thank you. I really needed to hear that. I've been really anxious about what I really want to do in my life.
Okay.
Like if I should really, like swap over to casual and take on university.
Mm.
I've been beating myself like about it and like losing sleep of it even. The stress has gone like that bad.
Mm. See. Yeah, there's that crossroad that you have there where you're considering, do I want to apply to uni and take this big step, while also grappling with that sense of I don't feel like myself anymore, and you don't feel like that Kirk from high school anymore.
Mm.
You want to be that sociable person that you were back then, and it's just become so difficult with all of these different things you're thinking about, and with work as well. All of this is making you feeling really stressed and overwhelmed. Is that right?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Mm. Mm. Look, I'm curious to know, out of all of the things you've shared with me today, what would you like to be the focus of today's session?
Mm. Well, I do definitely think that the main thing I'd like to focus on is definitely improving on my health.
Okay.
I think that should be the first and foremost. It's also the main reason, like, that's the main thing from my family and friends and myself is the most concerned. I've also noticed that I'm not really getting enough sleep as well, so maybe instead of taking up late night shifts that I kind of tend to do sometimes, maybe try and do that a little bit less to catch up on some sleep. And then I feel sometimes I also feel anxious when starting the next day, having to go back to work. So I definitely I want to be able to manage my anxiety and stress. I want to be able to actually have the energy to just go back to, doing what I like doing, but most importantly, I want to have the motivation to, go out with my friends. I just kind of want to be myself again.
Yeah, I can really understand how much of a stressful time this must be for you and how overwhelming this must all be when everything is adding up. But those are really important and achievable goals that you've mentioned there, Kirk. One being to improve your health by managing that stress and that anxiety, and the other being to reconnect with your friends and to feel more like yourself again.
Yeah, so those are, I think, the main areas that I do want to change in the next few sessions that I have with you.
Yeah. Kirk, we have just a few minutes left of the session, so just to wrap up, just as a bit of a checkpoint for yourself, what do you think you could do or maybe change in your life so you know you're on the path towards those goals?
Let me think about that for a bit.
Yeah, of course. Take your time, have a think.
I think for sure I do. My biggest one is that I want to maybe find a way to manage my stress and my anxiety. So I definitely do want to do that. I've thought about maybe planning out my schedule out a little bit. I've thought about journaling. I've also thought about maybe talking to my friends about it, because I haven't really talked to anyone like besides you. So I think maybe it'll make me feel a little better if I actually told one of them about it. I guess those are currently what I'm thinking of doing to change those things. So
Okay. What would improvement look like to you in that sense?
for me, I think definitely improvement will be that maybe it's going to give me some kind of clarity on what I actually want to do in my life. I think that if I can manage my stress and my anxiety, maybe I can actually spend that time thinking about what I want to do, thinking about whether I want to do uni or not. It'll even maybe give me time to actually go out and see if I really want to do it. There's like an orientation week coming up. Maybe I'll even do that. And I think improvement will also be having the motivation to go out with my friends, because I think I really need to go out, just socialize, because I think I really need that. But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, those sound like really good points, Kirk. That's a really good plan that you've made there. Let's for next session check in to see how you're going with that, and then we can move forward from there. But I just want to reiterate again, it's really awesome that you've been able to come into this session today, and I know it can be a really huge step to come into counseling and figure out what everything works like, but it's very commendable.
All right, thank you. I'll see you next week then.